Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wala ilaha illallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you students? Hope you all are fine, safe and secure at your home. Your science teacher is back with SEM 2 classes, and today I'll be taking chapter 2, air and its uses. Students, you have already studied about this topic in your earlier classes, and today we will study about this thoroughly. Okay? Students, as you all are aware of the thing that we cannot touch air, we cannot taste it, neither we can see it. But what else we can do? We can feel air. When we move around, we can feel air. When we are breathing, we can feel air. Okay? And our earth is surrounded by a thin blanket of air that is called atmosphere. What is atmosphere? Earth is surrounded by a thin layer of air is called atmosphere. So, now we are going to study what are the different gases which are present in the air. Okay? Composition of air. See here what I have written. There is 21% of oxygen in air, okay, 78% of nitrogen, 0.04% of carbon dioxide, and there are very minute particles of water vapor and other gases. Students, do you know something? What differentiates Earth from other planets? There are various planets in solar system, but Earth is very special compared to them. Why? Because life exists in Earth because of air, and in air we have got oxygen. There are various uses of oxygen. So, let us study what are the various uses of oxygen. First is breathing. Oxygen helps us in breathing. All living beings breathe in oxygen, okay, and we give out carbon dioxide. And next is plants. Plants use carbon dioxide in photosynthesis and give out oxygen. What they do? During the daytime, plants use carbon dioxide for photosynthesis and they give out oxygen. But at night, what the plants do? They breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Same like other living beings, even plants breathe in oxygen and they give out carbon dioxide. Only during photosynthesis process, that is during daytime, they release oxygen and take in carbon dioxide. Okay? Next is fire. We can burn fire only when there is oxygen, or in the presence of oxygen we can lit fire. You might have studied in earlier classes that in the safety and first aid lesson I had shown you a demo that if a person catches fire, what we do? We cover him with a blanket. Why do we cover him with blanket? To separate the fire from oxygen. At that time what happens? The fire will be quenched, or we can put off the fire. Now next is uses of carbon dioxide. There are various uses of carbon dioxide also. Just like the uses of oxygen, we have got uses of carbon dioxide also. See here I have written plants and photosynthesis. Plants during the daytime what they do? As I have already told you, plants during the daytime what they do? They take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, okay, but at the night they breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Clear? What they do during daytime, during the process of photosynthesis, they take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, and during night they breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide and put out fire. See here, in the presence of oxygen, the fire is lit, we can burn fire, but in the presence of carbon dioxide, we can put out fire. most of the fire extinguisher, they have carbon dioxide, okay, so that they can put out the fire. Next is it trapped solar energy, okay. From where do we get solar energy? We get solar energy from the sun. But how solar energy is trapped? It is trapped by carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide traps solar energy and keeps the earth warm. Students, now let us study about the properties of air. Okay, what I have written here? Air occupies space. Do you know that air occupies space? Because when you blow a balloon, you have seen that balloon expands because the air occupies the space inside the balloon. Okay, and I will show you this with a short experiment later. And next is air occupies weight. Anything which occupies space has got weight. Do you agree with me? Yes. If a balloon, empty balloon, if you weigh a empty balloon, it does not weigh as much as a balloon which is filled with air, because air occupies weight. Anything which has got space occupies weight. Next is air exerts pressure. You might have seen a tire or a tube. It is filled with air and it exerts pressure. Next is compressed air can bear heavy weights. Do you agree with me? Compressed air can bear heavy weights, like air is compressed in tire or tube of a car or any vehicle. It can carry the loads of weight. Do you agree? You might have seen a truck which carries heavy load, even a car, bus, only with 4 tires, 6 tires, because it is filled with air. Tires are compressed with air, so it can bear heavy weights. Now I am going to show you all these properties with an experiment, short experiment. Look here students, there are 3 candles, okay, and all 3 are burning. Why they are burning? Because there is sufficient oxygen and air. Now we will see with short experiment how the candle burns when there is air and without air, okay. See here, I am having one glass and a jar. I am going to close this, okay, I will close this. You can see that the candle burning inside this glass has gone out earlier than this compared to this. This went out first and this stayed little bit longer because the air inside this was very short or very few compared to this jar. The air inside this jar was more compared to this. So this went out first and this lasted little bit longer. But you can see here the third candle is still burning because there is availability of air. In this experiment we can see that we need air or we need oxygen to burn fire. And next experiment is, see here, and next experiment is air occupies space. Okay, air occupies space. As I have told you, air occupies space. See, you can see a glass. Okay, there is nothing inside the glass. Glass is empty. When I dip this glass inside the water, this comes out. Okay, this does not stay because there is air inside this glass and this is not wet. You can see, not wet because there is air inside it. But when I dip this and cross a little bit, release it, you can see the bubbles. Can you see? These bubbles are nothing but air which was filled inside the glass. So we can see that air occupies space. See, all the air has come out. Now I can dip this glass. Yes, now the water has gone inside, so I can dip the glass. But when there is air filled inside, I cannot dip. Clear? Now next experiment. Look here students, I have got a dropper and water. Okay, now this is a short experiment to show that air exerts pressure. Air exerts pressure. See, I've got a dropper. I'll put this inside. Can you see any fillings here? Did the water come up? No. But when I press this here, okay, I am putting pressure. When I press this here and dip it inside and look at my finger here, I'll leave this slowly. Can you see? See? The same thing applies, okay, the same thing happens when you pull out juice from straw, because we exert pressure there, we put pressure. Now, when I press this again slowly, you can see that water is coming out, okay. If I don't press it, the water doesn't flow, okay. Here there is air is filled here, and when I press this, the air pushes the water out. Can you see? Air pushes the water out. And if I press this again and dip it inside and take full amount of water, okay, and if I press it at once, see, you can see here, if I press this slowly, when I put pressure slowly, it comes out drop by drop. But when I press it or give pressure, more pressure, see here, it came at once. This is a short experiment to show that air exerts pressure. Air exerts pressure, okay. Next is, I have got another experiment to show air pollution, okay. Let us imagine this as two regions, a region with fresh air and a region with polluted air, but now both are clean. Can you see that? Both jars are clean. Now we will regard this as fresh air and this as polluted air. And I will take a burnt candle, okay. Burnt candle, can you see fire? We will regard this as factory, okay. Factory or a smoke which emits from it, from vehicles, we will regard it as something like that, okay, factory smoke or something like that. Fresh air or clean air will keep aside, okay. The region with polluted air, what happens when the factories, they emit smoke, okay. Imagine this as a factory, they are working, okay, they are emitting smoke. Can you see? Okay, now what happened here? What happened here? Can you feel the differences between two? This is still clean, okay, still clean, but here what happened? There is smoke, the air is polluted here, you can see, can you see? Air is polluted, but this is clean. Same thing happens in our lungs. People living in fresh surrounding or clean air, surrounded with clean air, they have such type of lungs and they will be free from lung disease. But the people who live in the area where there is polluted air, their lungs will be like this. And can you see the differences between two? Yes, this is a short experiment to show air pollution. Students, this is a short experiment to show that air has got weight. Anything which occupies space has got weight. Now here you can see this balloon has got no air in it and this balloon has got air inside it. So anything which occupies space has got weight. Okay, so this balloon will weigh more than this. We will see. Okay, how much? 1. Okay. Now we will measure this. How much? Okay. See here, this is more than this. Okay, because balloon I cannot keep it constant. The weight is fluctuating, but we can see that it weighs more than this balloon because air is filled inside this. This proves that air has got weight. Okay. So students, how was the experiment? Did you all enjoy? Yes, it was fun. Okay, now we are going to study importance of air. There are various importance of air. First is breathe. What I have written? Breathe. Air helps us in breathing. What is present in the air? Oxygen, and oxygen helps us to breathe. We inhale oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide. And next is it protects the earth. The thin layer of atmosphere, it protects the earth, and there are various layers of atmosphere which protects the earth from the scorching light from the sun. Okay. Next is sound travels. Do you know that if there was no air, you could not hear me? Yes? Air, because of air, we can hear somebody or we can hear something because sound travels in air. If there was no air, we could not hear. Okay. Next is plants. As I have already explained, plants breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. But during the daytime, during the process of photosynthesis, what happens? It takes in carbon dioxide and releases oxygen. So, we should plant more and more plants because it gives oxygen and fresh air. Okay. Next is water vapor. Although the water vapor present in the air is very small quantity, but it helps us in bringing rain, and rain is very important for life. Next is wind. Moving air is called wind. What is wind? Moving air is called wind, and these days wind is converted into a form of energy. Okay. Wind is converted into a form of energy and various things are extracted from this wind energy. Now we will study about all these importance of air, properties of air and uses of other compositions of air. And now we are going to discuss something serious, okay, very serious topic, that is air pollution. Before it was only water pollution and what is another pollution? Water pollution, sound pollution, there are different pollution. But today we are facing major problem or major pollution, that is air pollution. And do you know what is air pollution? Air pollution is nothing but getting the air dirty. Okay, when the air is dirty or when the air is polluted, we call it as air pollution. And in India, which state ranks first in air pollution? It is Delhi. And it is also told that the children who stay near this area, like where there are more factories and where there are more vehicles, the children who stay in this area, they are more prone to lungs disease. They get asthma and various other lung diseases. What I have drawn here, can you see the picture? There are vehicles, factories and the smoke emitting from chimneys. All these, they emit smoke. Okay. When you travel, you might have seen that vehicles emit smoke, and these smoke all together, they pollute the air, and this is very dangerous for us, like it is very dangerous for our health. Okay. And we must also avoid smoking cigars, cigarettes. These also cause lung problem. Okay, we will have lung problem. It is not only that the person who smokes gets that problem, but also the person who is sitting or who the person sitting next to the person who is smoking will also have that problem. So, to avoid air pollution, what we can do? We need to plant more and more trees. Okay, more and more trees gives us fresh air. And the other thing is, we need to go for emission testing every time. Our vehicles must be tested. Okay, and we must also see that factories must have very long chimneys. Okay, it should not pollute the air here. So what did we study today, students? We studied about air and its uses, and there are different composition of air, that is oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, and there are other gases also. And what did we study? Uses of oxygen. Oxygen helps us in breathing, and plants use it as plants release oxygen during photosynthesis, but they breathe oxygen and give carbon dioxide like other living beings only. And fire, we can burn fire in the presence of oxygen. And uses of carbon dioxide, see here, plants during photosynthesis, they intake carbon dioxide and give out oxygen and put out the fire. The fire is burnt in the presence of oxygen and it is put out in the presence of carbon dioxide. Next is carbon dioxide traps solar energy and it keeps the earth warm. Then we studied about properties of air. Air occupies space, air occupies weight, and it exerts pressure, and also compressed air can bear heavy weights, and all these I have shown you with an experiments. And next was importance of air. There are various importance of air, that is it helps in breathing, it protects the earth, and the sound travels, and plants need it for photosynthesis, and water vapor, although it is in very small quantity, it brings us rain. And wind is moving air is called wind, and these days we call it as wind energy. Okay, and next is very serious topic, air pollution. So students, I hope you all have understood the lesson. Thank you. Jazakumullahu khaira.
Subhanallah walhamdulillah wallah